I'm Silas.
And I'm Anna Kate, and you're watching Lbmtv.
Eighth grade Chromebook turn-in is today, and 7th grade is tomorrow. Make sure all the keys work, all the stickers are taken off. You've paid your fees, and you also have the cord. Just a reminder that turning in your Chromebook, charger, and all fees is an important part of earning your golden ticket.
Award ceremonies for both 7th and 8th graders will be held on Wednesday, May 15th. 8th grade awards will begin at 10 a.m. 7th grade awards will begin at 1:30 p.m. We want to congratulate all of our Bearcats on the successful year in academics, athletics, and arts. Thank you all for your hard work and dedication. Today is a 7th grade field day. Tomorrow is 8th grade field day. Don't forget.
Well, it looks like rain and lightning will be coming in all week, so they may reschedule field day. Anyway, we have high winds coming in with a temperature high of 83 degrees. The whole week I recommend breezy clothes due to existing in the South. Well, that's all this year in the weather department. On to Colton Dean with moral of the story.
A shepherd boy tended his master's sheep near a dark forest not far from the village. Soon he found life in the pasture very dull. All he could do to amuse himself was talk to his dog or play on his shepherd's pipe. One day he sat watching the sheep and the quiet forest, thinking what he would do should he see a wolf, and he thought of a plan to amuse himself. His master had told him to call for help should a wolf attack the flock. The villagers would drive it away. So now, though he had not seen anything that even looked like a wolf, he ran towards the village shouting at the top of his voice, "Wolf! Wolf!" And as he expected, the villagers who heard the cry dropped their work and ran in great excitement to the pasture. But when they got there, they found the boy doubled up with laughter at the trick he had played on them. A few days later, the shepherd boy again shouted, "Wolf! Wolf!" Ah! Again, the villagers ran to him, only to be laughed at again. Then, one evening, the sun was setting behind the forest and the shadows were creeping out over the pasture. A wolf really did spring from the underbrush and fall upon the sheep. In terror, the boy ran toward the village, shouting, "Wolf! Help! Help!" Though the villagers heard the cry, they did not run to help him as they had before. "He can't fool us again," they said. The wolf killed a great many of the boy's sheep and then slipped away into the forest. This story, as you probably recognized, was The Boy Who Cried Wolf. The moral of the story is that liars aren't trusted even when they tell the truth. Now it's time for my alpha wolf to come out.
Get ready to celebrate Field Day for the end of the year. Today, the 7th graders will represent their houses, and tomorrow the 8th graders will have the same chance. We hope you prepared for a win, that you respect the rules, that you play with integrity, that your team can depend on you, and that you play with all of your effort. 5 houses, 1 family. Now time for some tryout information. Cross-country tryouts are on May 13th from 3:25 to 5 at the track. You must have a permission tryout form to try out. Baseball tryouts are on Tuesday, May 14th and Wednesday, May 15th at the baseball field from 3:30 to 4:30. You will need a permission to try out form. You will need a permission to try out form for all of these sports. You can grab them at the office. That's all for sports this week. Welcome back to This Week in History. Today we talk about Pope John Paul II's assassination attempt. Near the start of his weekly general audience in Rome's St. Peter's Square, Pope John Paul II was shot and seriously wounded while passing through the square in an open car. The assailant, a 23-year-old escaped Turkish murderer, fired 4 shots, one of which hit the plaintiff in the abdomen, narrowly missing the vital organs, and another that hit the Pope's left hand. A third bullet struck a 60-year-old American in the chest, seriously wounding her, and the fourth hit a 21-year-old Jamaican, Rose Hill, in the arm. Their weapon was knocked out of his hand by bystanders, and he was detained until his arrest by the police. The Pope was rushed by the ambulance to Rome's hospital, where he underwent more than 5 hours of surgery. He was listed in critical but stable condition. John Paul II, once the spiritual leader of almost 600 million Roman Catholics around the world, was invested in 1978 as the first Polish Pope and the first non-Italian Pope in 456 years. Fluent in 7 modern languages and Latin, he was known as an avid traveler who had little fear of going out in public. 4 days after being shot, he offered forgiveness to his would-be assassin from his hospital. The plaintiff spent 3 weeks in the hospital before being released, fully recovered from his wounds. That's it for this week. See you next time on Lbmtv.
Congratulations to our April students and staff members of the month. The staff members of the month are Miss B and Miss Ethel. Congratulations, Miss Ethel, on your retirement. We will miss you. In Paradoom, Beatrice Van Norden and Serena Johnson. In Quantum, Drake Clark Dennis and Amaya Causey. In Matunzi, Lucas Marshall and Brandon Latin. In Feedom, Lyndon Bostick and Drake Helton. In Natimony, Emma Lossett and Lila Cooley.
Thanks for tuning in to Lbmtv. See you next week.